Hi, my name is James Newton Howard, and welcome to my Yamaha All Access 360 photo shoot. I think I have an ability, and I think most good film composers have an ability to immediately react emotionally to the core and the tone of what the movie is about. Even if you don't know the exact notes, I know immediately how that music's supposed to feel. I can't describe it, but I know when I write it that I've done the right thing. I know how it's supposed to feel. If I don't know how the music's supposed to feel in a movie, then I'm in trouble. I have a firm belief that the thing that stops us from creating is ourselves, is our brain, is our self-critic, which I have a very vocal self-critic. I think the thing that enables me to work quickly is I just am able to shut that off and to be unself-conscious about my writing. After The Sixth Sense, Knight called me up and said, "You know, James, I love the score and everything, but I wish on our next movie that the score has a quality that is singular to itself, that you hear just a couple of notes from the score and you know that was the score to that movie." So in the case of the next movie, which I think was Unbreakable, I just sat down and wrote a CD's worth of material before I went out to see him, and he storyboarded the movie for me. A bunch of the music that I had written ended up in the movie, and it just began this tradition where I now write, 10, 15, 20-minute suites of material based on my reading of the script and or Knight's storyboarding of the movie for me. And it's been very successful. For instance, the main titles to Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water were all written before he started shooting. Well, I mean, what I'm striving for is for every score to be the best score I've ever written. I mean, I can't do it otherwise. I feel it's incumbent upon me with all the wonderful opportunities I've had and the great life that I live, where I get to walk into my beautiful studio and compose music for a living, that the one thing I have to do is to be faithful and as honest and work as hard as I possibly can for the sake of music. And if I do that, then the rest of it seems to kind of fall into place. If I'm skimping on the music, it won't work out. I've been involved with Yamaha gear since, I guess, '82. When the band Toto, David Paich and Steve Porcaro and Jeff Porcaro, Steve Lukather, all those guys, I think the year they won Album of the Year at the Grammys was in 1982. I had done all the orchestrations on their album, and they invited me to go with them to Japan. And right around there, we were introduced to the DX7. We just fell in love with that whole theory of synthesis and the way the instrument sounded. And the keyboard action was spectacular. So for me, the things that impressed me immediately about Yamaha keyboards was the musicality and the musician-friendly quality of them. From then on, I just kept, I've been using Yamaha gear steadily for the last 28 years. So I just want to thank all of you for watching it. I hope that it was entertaining, if not educational. I wish I had some great words of advice. The only good advice that I have ever been able to give anybody is to focus on writing music, and if you're writing a movie score particularly, don't worry about the picture. Just worry about write great music, and then the rest will take care of itself. Thanks.